All right, welcome race fans and SRA Gen 6 Series, the Tornado Tailgaters Gen 6 Series is here at Martinsville tonight for 200 laps. And just to answer your question there, Mito, I believe it is, hit your space bar. Just hit your space bar. You have to click on the iRacing screen itself and then hit your space bar. All right, not a big field here, but I do have Jeff Dotson in the booth here with me. Welcome, Jeff. Good to have you there, brother.
Oh, yeah, good to be here as every night with these SRA guys. We'll have a very good show tonight here with these guys, I believe. But as you said, it is a very small field, but I still think that even with the small field, the guys that are here are going to put on a great short track race for us tonight here at Martinsville.
Yeah, looking at some of the times out here, pretty fast. I talked to Tyler Ducharme last night, and he said to look for him to win tonight.
Well, that's very good optimism right there. And I think that might go a long way with him, and we know he can get it done. So, but Marcus Richardson's here too, so we'll have to watch out for him as well, and we'll see how those two can duke it out tonight.
All right, well, let's run down through the points here for you real quick while these guys are practicing. So go ahead, Jeff.
That will do. All right, Bobby Zielinski is your point leader, but I don't believe he's in the room as of yet, but we'll see if he does join us here shortly. If he does come into the race tonight as the point leader. He has 298 points. Jake Nichols is in second with 290 points. He's 8 behind Bobby, so if Jake can have a great race tonight and get 8 points, he can pass Bobby Zielinski if Bobby doesn't make the race. David Shutt is in third place with 268 points. He's 22 points back from Jake Nichols in second. Marcus Richardson sitting in fourth place in points. He has 265 points. He's 3 points back from David Shutt. Tyler Ducharme is in fifth place in points. He has 255 points. He's 10 back from Marcus. Zoltan Herczeg is in sixth place in points. He has 254 points, and he's 1 point back from Tyler Ducharme. Ariadne's in seventh place in points. He has 246. He's 8 points back from Zoltan. Bobby Cheney's in eighth place. He has 243 points. He is 3 points back from Ari. Femi Olat is ninth in points. He has 228. He is 15 back from Bobby. And rounding out your top 10 in points is Ben Nelson. He has 221 points, and he is 7 points back from Femi Olat in ninth.
And in 11th there, Delonte Ballard. 12th, Josh Robin. 13th is Tyler Sipper. James Coulibaly coming in 14th. John Williams 15th. Nate Trito 16th. Kevin Scott 17th, Brad Bothwell 18th, Nicholas Caressel 19th, and Ethan Kurtz in 20th. So there you go. There's the top 20 in points, folks, coming into tonight. And we did want to get somebody up here to talk to him real quick, so let me see if I can get Bobby Cheney, you got a copy?
Yep. Bobby,
how's the racetrack feeling out there tonight? Pretty hot out there, 111-degree track temperature from what I've seen.
There's some grip. You're getting some wheel spin on exit. There's times where I'm spinning the tires all the way down the straightaways, but it's definitely a little slick on exit, and it'll probably get a little bit better the more rubber we lay down here.
Well, I was talking to you earlier there about the change-up we've seen in the Cheney camp with a little more aggression this year, and it seems to have showed. You've got yourself up there at 8th in points right now, heading, we're in the downhill slide of the season here, coming into the chase here in a few more races, but the aggression that we've seen out of you this season has really improved the outcome of a lot of your races. So what do you have to attribute to that? Just tired of finishing in the back, or?
A lot of seasons I just tried to be conservative and take care of the car, which I'm still kind of doing, but kind of trying to run with them guys instead of just letting everybody by. I'm just trying to, and run my own race. I'm just trying to stay up there in the mix. Mm-hmm. Not trying to race scared sometimes. So, just taking whatever the result is. So, it's been working out. I've trying some different stuff. And a couple guys gave me some pointers, you know, and been trying that, and it's been working a little bit, but we got some more improvement to make. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, like I said, I'm still a lot slower than a lot of these guys. They're pretty quick. A lot of them race it a lot, so.
Yep.
But you know, I have fun. That's all that matters. And I really like the Gen 6. It's my favorite car, so I usually look forward to Monday nights more than Sundays. But you know, I enjoy racing all the time. So no matter what the track or if I can't drive the car, I'll still run it.
All right, Bobby. Well, we're going to let you go here. We're about to go to the national anthem. So good luck tonight, brother.
Yeah, good luck, and hopefully we'll put on a show.
I'm sure you guys will. We never seem to disappoint. All right, we're going to step away real quick here, folks, and play the national anthem. We'll be right back.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we're back. And as of right now, Tyler Ducharme backing up that good practice time there with a great qualifying time. So we'll see how that goes. And as a few of them crash there. Looked like somebody come off of the turn there and took out a couple of drivers. Not a big field here at all tonight. Kind of disappointed with the turnout here tonight. This isn't the usual SRA racing that we're used to seeing, having 20, 25 drivers out here, and we barely got like maybe 15.
Yeah, I know. That is kind of shocking. I'm looking at it right now, and
but maybe
counting about 18.
16. Something, I don't know. Yeah.
I'm counting about 18, and that's not counting David Shutt because he's still not in here. And if David Shutt was in here, that'd be 19. So, I mean, we're about probably 5 cars off of the norm of car field here for SRA. So, it's not a big field, but it's also a little bit off of the normal size field too. So, but as I said at the beginning of the show, I still think these guys that are here tonight will still put on a great Martinsville show for us tonight here on MaxSpeedTV.
Oh, sure, definitely. Well, Marcus is trying to close that gap a little bit more, but he did click a couple of thousandths off. Yeah, they want to get all their crashing out of the way before the race starts. Well, they're trying to push their cars beyond the limits sometimes here with qualifying. They're trying to get the fastest time that they can possibly get to get to the closest to the front, you know, because it is going to be so difficult to pass here. So that's why you see these guys doing a lot of crashing right now. It is open qualifying. They do run open qualifying at all the races that they run, except for super speedways. Super speedways, they do single car qualifying. Looks to be about 18 or 19 cars. Not a big field here by any means. Not like we were talking there about it, not the norm for SRA. We're used to seeing 20, 25 cars, but sometimes people come in at the last second. I think we did have one late arrival. I believe that was Ariotti. He popped in there just at the last second. I think it was him. Maybe it wasn't him. Might have been somebody else. But anyhow, yeah. So, yeah, relatively small field here tonight.
Yeah, and so far as of right now, Tyler Ducharme's on the top spot here qualifying, and as we maybe he'll have a good race here tonight, and we'll see if he can come on with a W here. But as we also mentioned earlier on in the race, Marcus Richardson's in second, and he's not too far off of his time, so there's still enough time here left in qualifying. Marcus Richardson might be able to take that top spot away from Tyler.
Yeah, we're still wondering where Bobby Zielinski is. He's not in the race.
He is the point leader. And,
point leader, yeah. Well, looks like he'll lose that point lead this week.
If he doesn't make it, yeah, Jake Nichols will possibly take over the point lead if he can have a good outing here tonight. And right now, I see Jake Nichols is qualified in the 7th position. So, yeah, we'll see how this plays for Jake tonight if Bobby's not here.
Well, with this size of the field, he even if he finished last, he would still hold on to the points lead. Jake would.
Yeah.
You know, and Bobby would be second then.
Exactly. But yeah, Bobby has to show up in order to keep that point lead going. If he doesn't, Jake will take it.
All right, about a minute and a half left in qualifying. And we'll be moving on to the grid here. Get everybody lined up where they're supposed to go. Well, Linda, if you go to MaxSpeedTV.com, for this series, you'd have to go to simracingauthority.weebly.com. simracingauthority.weebly.com. And you'll see on their website there they have the schedule for the trucks and the cars. So, all right, well, that's going to wrap up qualifying, folks. Like I said, not a big field here tonight. Should go pretty quick then.
Should.
Fewer cars, less cautions.
Cautions.
Yeah, there you go. All right, let's run down through the qualifying grid here. Starting on the pole, Tyler Ducharme with a 20.275. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Marcus Richardson starting on the outside of the front row in second. Nate Trito in third. Freddie De La Rosa fourth. Femi Olat will start fifth. Benjamin Nelson sixth. Jake Nichols seventh. Delonte Ballard eighth. Ariotti ninth. And Bobby Cheney 10th.
We got Ethan. Yeah, we got Ethan Kurtz starting 11th place tonight. Tyler Sifford will start in 12th. Nicholas Caressa will start 13th. Anthony DiMaggio will start in 14th. Jared Darling will start 15th. Looks like Sean Williams will start 16th. Josh Robertson 17th. James Coulibaly 18th. And David Shutt 19th. But I don't believe David's still here, so it looks like maybe 18 cars.
Yeah.
So.
All right, looking at real quick here, let's look at this here. Temperatures here pretty warm tonight. 111 degree track temperature, 84 degree air temperature. Gonna be 200 laps, only 106 miles because this track is 0.53 miles. Tire window, these are approximate laps, about 50 laps somewhere along in there, and then tires are going to be pretty shot. Fuel window 90 to 100 laps. And that's probably what they're going to they're going to at least try to go halfway. Pit road speed, 35 miles an hour. All right, they're rolling out. I believe they make 2 pace laps here too before they cut them loose.
They do, yeah.
For MaxSpeedTV, you can go to MaxSpeedTV.com. That is our full broadcast schedule. If you're looking for our broadcast schedule, we've got 4 broadcasts going on back to back tonight. Monday night, Tuesday nights are usually our pretty busy nights. So. Hey David, yeah, well I'm glad you guys all tuned in. That's pretty cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the video. Alright, this should be going green this time here. This will be their second lap. So get ready, pace cars in. Little rambunctious here, a little game playing here, cat and mouse, and Tyler Ducharme. There's the green. Both of them got a great start there going into turn 1. Marcus trying to get that run on the outside. Might be able to do it here. I don't know. Got new tires. It's going to be nip and tuck here for a little while until they start getting some of that newness wore off. Tyler trying to feel out the cars. He's letting the tires get up to temperature. Drives it in there and keeps it side by side with Marcus Richardson. Marcus did lead the very first lap of the race, so he already grabs a bonus point. Running 4th in the points right now.
Oh, a little bit of a bump.
Yeah. I seen that. Yep, Freddie into Freddie back to fourth now, but trying to come up through. Nate Trito third, and Tyler Ducharme is going to lead his first lap of the race right there. I'll tell you, him and Marcus are battling really hard for that position.
Yes, they are.
Marcus not giving Tyler much room there. He's saying, no, you're not going to use that whole track. Finally, he clears them. He just got a really good hookup coming off the corner right there, and that was a pretty good battle between them two. Nate Trito coming up through.
Yeah, Nate Trito here. He's looking strong right now. And he started in third, and he fell back to fourth there a little bit. And now he's back into third now after passing Freddie De La Rosa. And looks like these guys are starting to kind of just get single file and just run around this track here, Rudy. I'm not seeing much racing going on right now.
Yeah, everybody pretty much single file. Benjamin Nelson in fifth. Jake Nichols second in points. Probably going to take over the points lead tonight with Bobby Zielinski not being here. Running in sixth. He's going to try to get about the highest finish he can get here tonight without a doubt.
Yes, sir. And out of those 19 cars that were here, only 16 started the race. 3 cars didn't. That was David Shutt, Anthony DiMaggio, and Jared Darling. Those 3 drivers did not start this race.
Yep.
Oh, it is a pretty small field for SRA tonight here at Martinsville.
Yeah, it's kind of disappointing in a way, you know. I mean,
it kind of is. I mean, you know, we're more used to seeing 20 to 25 cars here with these guys, but some of them just couldn't make it tonight.
Yeah.
Try to make it again next week.
Well, I think a lot of people, when they hear the word Martinsville, they're thinking, okay, the paperclip, there's going to be a lot of cautions, and a lot of people, it kind of deters them a little bit, whether they, they're saying, I don't know if I really want to be out there. There's going to be a lot of cautions, and so I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know, but
I don't know either. So, but
everybody's pretty much single file now. Delonte Ballard 7th, Femi Olat 8th. Delonte really loose coming off turn 4. Ariotti 9th place. Probably trying to save tires. I'm not sure how much saving you can do at a paper clip like this. Bobby Cheney is in 10th, just ahead of Tyler Sifford. Sifford picking up only 1 position. Oh, a couple that got together back there. Josh Robin and Ethan Kurtz. Ethan was really out of shape coming out of the corner and got into the side of Josh Robin.
It looks like they're okay though. They didn't really, kind of get too out of shape there. So
yeah, cosmetic damage here doesn't mean anything. There's no aerodynamics to worry about. It's just on and off the throttle. It's if you think about it, these guys are only on the throttle maybe like about 2 seconds, and they're right back off the throttle.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe 3 seconds. And that's all the whole race is, and that's why they get such good gas mileage too. They can turn a lot of laps here without having to stop for fuel, because they're out of the gas more than they're in the gas. Because they're doing a lot of braking in the turns, a lot of coasting, and yeah, they're pretty much single file now. Freddie he has caught up to Nate Trito a little bit there, and he seems to be a lot faster in the corners than Nate is, but Nate seems to get the run off a little bit better than Freddie does.
Yeah.
Gets a run off the corner a little bit better. Freddie drove it into the corner pretty hard right there. But, I was always told easy in and hard off. You go easy into the corner, and you can hit the gas coming out of there a lot quicker. So that's what I was always told. Now I don't know, might be a whole lot different ball game in these Gen 6s. I don't know.
It probably is, but mainly for short track racing, it works most of the time. But for other tracks, like intermediate style tracks, like mile and a half, stuff like that, that doesn't work. So
Yeah, I know. Yep.
each track has its own characteristics. That you really have to learn. I mean, Martinsville and Bristol are different from characteristics, even though they are half-mile tracks. But Bristol is more wider and more banked. And then, you know, you got Martinsville, the paperclip, it's more flatter and has longer straightaways. So, I mean, you know, every track in NASCAR has its own characteristics and has its own braking markers and different braking points and different points to get back on the throttle. And if you don't hit those points right, sometimes it can just be very detrimental to your bike.
Marcus must have had a moment there because Nate Trito actually took a look to the inside of Marcus there a minute ago and coming out of the corner, but Marcus got it back around him on the outside and held on to that second place.
Yeah, now Freddie De La Rosa's looking on the outside of Nate here. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it on the outside too well. You know, just kind of trying to fall back in line here and try it again.
It's all about staying focused, you know, to try to hit your marks each and every lap. You got to do that 400 times.
Yeah.
400 times. Because you got turn 2, or turn 1, you got to do that when you go into the corner to hit your marks perfectly, and into turn 3, you know. And then you got to also think about coming out of the corner too, when you're going to hit the throttle. So you got to have a mark when you come out. So you're actually talking about 800 times. You've got to hit that mark perfect.
You really do.
And you know, gosh, I don't know if there's anybody who can do that 800 times flawlessly. You know, I mean, never make a bobble off of that, you know, their mark. Because if you're off by just so much as a foot or two, can make a big difference. You know.
It can, yeah. You can lose a second that way, or a millisecond, or anything. And anything you lose, it'll be the beneficiary to the guy behind you because he'll gain that on you.
Yep. Well, Jake Nichols still hanging on to second. He hasn't made a move to try to get to the front yet. He's just kind of riding it out here. And we've been caution-free so far tonight, folks. But small field, 16 drivers. Oh, man. Well, you know, I think the most I've ever seen at Martinsville, and don't quote me on this, but I think the most I've ever seen here was 38, I think I've seen here at Martinsville. Oh, man, it was a nightmare. It was hard to get a couple of laps in without a caution because, you know, you get guys are racing all around the track, and it ain't but maybe 6 or 8 laps, and you're already catching up to the tail end of the field, the leaders are. So, yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Was that a race? Yeah, Femi Olat looking inside Ben Nelson and is going to get that position from Ben Nelson.
Yep.
Very good.
He can get around Ben there and take 5th place.
Yep. Well, it's been all Tyler Ducharme out front. Marcus did lead a couple of laps there at the beginning, but that battle with Tyler Ducharme, and then once Tyler got clear of him, he's pulled away about a second, almost a second, 9/10. Just had it here a minute ago. Where the heck is that? There we go. Now we go back here on Marcus Richardson. Yeah, now he's reeled him in a little bit there. He's down to almost 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, I'm noticing something here too, Rudy. Just want to kind of note a little fact here that's I think is kind of cool. Right now, the top 7 are running exactly where they started. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, yeah. Well,
they're all perfect in line.
Freddie De La Rosa just got around Nate Trito, goes into third.
He did. Yeah, so take that back. They're not running 1, 2, 3, 4 from their qualifying positions because Freddie didn't look cool. So.
So what we're seeing, I mean, even though it may be difficult for some drivers out there to make a pass, so we are seeing some drivers making passes.
Yeah, because before that happened, 9th and 8th place are in different positions, of course, because Ariotti started 9th, and he's running ahead of Delonta Ballard, who started 8th.
Right.
So, that the people, there are a few people out here making passes, but not very many. But there are a few.
And that's what makes our job so difficult.
Yeah, it really does, yeah.
It makes it, because there isn't really a whole lot to talk about out here. Everybody's being have, and now we talked to Bobby there earlier. He said there's bound to be some tempers flare tonight, but
so far there hasn't been.
Yeah.
Unless there's any undocumented that we didn't see, but
yep.
So far, but it seems like it's been a pretty fair race right now. But as you said, this has always been said over, time and time again through, different iRacing broadcasts and everything like that. It's cool to have a lot of drivers out there and be able to commentate a race where there are a lot of drivers and there's a lot of action going on. But as we said, sometimes that can breed cautions. And since this is a short field night and there's only 16 cars and we are 37 laps in already, I have that feeling that we won't see too many cautions at all. It's going to be a rare chance to even see one possibly. But I still have a feeling that 200 laps, there's probably enough time for at least one or cautions to happen with just 16 drivers.
And Freddie D's caught up to Marcus Richardson.
Yes, he has.
And knocking on the door.
Yeah. He's like,
catching him is one thing, but getting by him's a whole nother story. So let's see if he can do it. Now, we did see him. He passed Nate Trito on the outside. Now, Marcus has been taking the inside line here, whether... now, Freddie's looking to the inside now. He is looking to the inside of Marcus Richardson.
He is. Yeah.
And Marcus gets them great runs off. And that's what's going to be so difficult for him. I think he might be better if he probably tried the high side. But that's just me. I would think that if he could keep Marcus pinched down, but...
Yeah. Well, let's kind of look at these two here for a minute, Rudy. Marcus Richardson and Freddie De La Rosa. They're racing right now. They're coming up to some lap traffic here. It's James Coolbally there in the 15 car. And, wow, Freddie kind of went a little high right there. Man. But I was going to say there, that was just kind of a little bit of a hair raiser right there. We didn't know quite what was going to happen. It looked like Freddie indeed clipped James Coolbally there. But, he did a good job keeping it off of Coolbally, and now we see somebody else catching up to Coolbally. Is it Nate? Yeah, Nate
Trito.
And Femi Olat, they're catching up to James now. So James Coolbally, first car, 1 lap down.
And Femi Olat getting around Nate Trito. I think Nate's pretty much about cooked his tires up right now.
I think he has, I think Nate Trito has cooked his tires. Yeah, Femi got around him when they was battling the lap traffic there of James Coolbally. So, well, wow.
Anyhow, what was you going to say about looking at Marcus Richardson and Freddie D?
Well, Freddie's kind of lost some ground on him now, but I was going to say when they were racing there and Freddie was looking at him, that's kind of like the traveling salesman aspect of things. You could see that Freddie was trying to sell Marcus the item, but Marcus wasn't having any of it. He was trying to get the door back on him.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Sean Williams just went a lap down too. And Josh Robin also a lap down.
Yeah.
He just got passed up there by the leader.
Yep, Tyler Ducharme. Now the question is, Marcus Richardson has to work around Josh Robin now.
Yep, and Ethan Kurtz is the next one to go a lap down. But let's see if, I don't think Marcus will have any problem getting around Josh. Those two have raced around each other for a long time. Josh has given him plenty of room, giving him the whole bottom of the track there. And now Freddie D's going to come up on him. He's going to try to clear him.
Yep, taking a look here.
Oh,
yeah.
Josh got into the wall.
Yeah. Oh, tough break for Josh Robin. He already had a small amount of damage to that number 8 machine, but now he's got more.
Well, I did want to point out one thing here. Tyler Ducharme is in the Truck Title sponsor car, kind of a deal that they've worked out with them, running the Somewhere Saloon Gen 6 car here tonight, where it's always 5 o'clock here. Somewhere Saloon from Kansas City, Colorado. I don't know if Chemo's in there or not. He probably not. But yeah, that is the title sponsor for the truck series. But they are running a Gen 6 car as well in the Gen 6. Hey, Becky. Becky, I have Jeff Dotson in the booth with me. Yeah, Jeff Dotson.
Hello, Becky. And everyone else in chat tonight.
Yes, sir. There you go. Jeff Dotson. Excuse me. And Tyler getting around.
That was Ethan Kurt. Yeah, that was Ethan Kurt that he got around there. So now Ethan goes a lap down here. The next one that's in the target sights here of Tyler Ducharme to go a lap down is Nicholas Caressel.
Yep, and Nicholas is, you know, I talked to Nicholas last night. He really hasn't been racing a whole lot this year. He's just not staying kind of like in that racing mood, I guess. He's been playing some other games and stuff too, so he just kind of wasn't in that racing mood. But he shows up, and when he does, you know, he's a good racer. And, you know, and I tried to talk to him about that last night. I said, man, you're a good racer. Why would you not want to race, you know? And he's just kind of taking a break from it a little bit. Sometimes you need to, you know, kind of kick back and do something else. And when you come back, you have a whole fresh mindset of it, you know, and you feel anxious about getting in a race instead of, you know, I got to go race, you know. But
he's got a very valid point.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of nice to have a break every now and then. Well, Tyler with still hanging on about 1 second ahead of Marcus Richardson. Marcus has been staying right there. He hasn't faltered from that. He's stayed right there, I mean, for many laps. And we're already over a quarter of the way through the race already, Jeff.
Yeah, we're about we're 3 laps over a quarter of the way through this race. Yeah, 54 laps down of 200 here. And as I said, you know, there's less amount of cars than what's usually here, so that's allowing these guys to get a good green flag run in here. And if they keep this up, man, they'll just have this race knocked out in no time. Yep.
Well, we were talking about it earlier, 200 laps here. That's only 106 miles.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it just seems like, you know, it doesn't take long to drive 106 miles in these things when, you know, but a short track like this where you're off the gas more than you're on it. I mean, look at their speeds, you know. I mean, they're down to 60, 55 mile an hour in the corners. Yeah. And what are we reaching? About 100 and maybe 110. Yeah. 110, 115.
Yeah. I think I seen 118 there from Ducharme.
Yeah.
Straight away. So, yeah, close to 120, but not quite there.
Yep.
But yeah, so around 117 to 50. That's a huge change, though, Rudy. Thinking about it, you know, going 117 on a straightaway and then down to 55 in the corner. Wow, that just shows it right there. The corner is what mainly kills the speed on a track like Martinsville or Bristol, because you have to slow down so much. So that's really what's going to kill your lap times, is those corners. So, but when you're on the straightaways, you're making up more time than what you were doing through the corner. So, yeah, these guys are clicking laps down about 21 seconds a lap, so they can do about 4 laps a minute almost. So, I mean, with that being said, so far caution-free, I think they'll probably be toward lap 100 here in the next 10, 15 minutes.
Well, let's ride along here with Tyler Ducharme and listen to the on and off the gas here. You'll see how much he's on the gas and how much he's off of it. He's only in the gas pedal about maybe 3 seconds on the straightaway, and then he's right back off of the gas.
Yeah.
And a lot of guys I know, they don't really take their foot off of the gas. What they do is they kind of ride the brake around the corner, and that's why you see a lot of the brakes glowing red. They're really getting hot coming out of the corners and stuff. You'll see them. Matter of fact, we'll go here to another camera view. Maybe you can get a look at the rotors glowing here. Give me a second. You'll be able to see the brake rotors glowing here coming into the corners. Yeah, there you go. They get pretty hot. They get pretty hot. They're riding the brakes a lot,
And that's just amazing that, this is a virtual racing simulation on a computer, and they go to that detail to get the brake rotor glowing. That's just phenomenal.
Yeah. Excuse me. Dang. There you go. There's a good brake rotor glow. Man, I'm telling you. But anyhow, so, yeah, these guys are really, they use a lot of brake.
They do. Especially here at Martinsville. I say this is probably the most track on the NASCAR circuit where, drivers use the most brake.
Yep. Marcus Richardson, Freddie D coming up on lap traffic here. That is David Shutt. David finally got out there on the track. He's 56 laps down, or 58 laps down, excuse me.
Yeah.
Finally got out on the track. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, he's got much fresher tires right now than everybody else does out there, because everybody else has been out here for 65 laps,
Yeah. You know what? I'm actually glad David Shutt was able, finally get out and get into the car and get into the racetrack, because now that means that he will attain points, and that means he'll be able to possibly stay in that points position that he's in currently, because coming into tonight's race, he was third in points. He was 22 points back from second place Jake Nichols, but he was only 3 points away from Marcus Richardson in fourth. So with him being 58 laps down, I'm pretty sure Marcus Richardson will surpass him tonight, but that also means that David Shutt can possibly stay in that top 6 points battle there and keep going for the championship.
Sure thing. Sure, yes. Yeah, because Marcus is fourth in points, running second, and David Shutt now is 17th on the field, and he is third in points. So, yeah, and they're only 3 points separating them. So, yeah, Marcus will pass up David Shutt for sure.
Yeah.
Unless something drastic happens to Marcus. God forbid, I hope not, but something would, drastically happen to him. He'd get wrecked out or something. I mean, we have seen it. It doesn't happen very often, but we have seen Marcus, getting taken out in a race like that. And God, don't jinx him. Knock on wood.
Knock on wood for sure.
Another good run here tonight by Femi Olat. Started fifth, running in fourth. Nate Trito just hanging on back here. Boy, you can tell them tires are pretty shot right now, but I think a lot of guys they're planning on a one pit stop strategy, I think. They're planning on trying to make it to the halfway mark. They got about 30 to go here to make it to the halfway mark, so. And then definitely we're going to see probably most everybody come to pit road.
I think so.
That battle has not changed up here for second at all. And Marcus has lost a little bit more time to Tyler Ducharme now. He's 1.7 seconds behind. Make that 1.9, almost 2 now, because he really backed out of that corner big time.
He did.
And Tyler, man, he is... God, well, he's caught up to Tyler Sifford now. Tyler running in 11th. he doesn't want to go a lap down, but he doesn't want to battle too much with the leader either. It's kind of not respectful to battle with him like that. Just kind of let him go, and he's leading the race. You never battle with the leader, especially if you're going to go a lap down.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, sometimes though, it's close per se. Like they don't do this over here, but if it was stage racing and it was coming close to the stage, now
Sure.
I could see him doing that and battling him to try to stay on the lead lap, so he doesn't have to take the lucky dog position and wait to get his lap back. And if it's say the last 20 laps of the race or so, he doesn't want to go a lap down and wants to get a better finish and not be racing with the guys that's a lap down, I could also see him blocking there too. But at this point in the race, not having any type of stage racing format, then yeah, that's the best thing for him to do, just let the leader go by.
Well, Tyler's coming up on 72 laps led. He has not clinched the most laps led yet. He'll have to lead 101, then he will clinch it. Because the only other leader we've had tonight is Marcus Richardson, which he's led 2. So Tyler will have to lead 101 to actually clinch it as it is right now. And he's battling with Bobby Cheney right now. Boy, the two of them got together.
Yeah.
Ouch. All right, he's taking a look to the inside of Cheney. Cheney doesn't want to go a lap down either. And Bobby, I don't think he's going to be able to hold off Tyler. Too awful long right there. And the longer he does, the more he's abusing them tires. He's better off just letting him go, which he does, and Tyler does clear him. So, boy, Tyler's picking him up and putting him down here. Only 9 cars left on the lead lap right now.
Yeah, and Delonta Ballard is the last car, and he just went a lap down. So now only 8 cars. No, excuse me.
No.
I had that backwards. No, he's still in the lead lap. So Delonta Ballard is the last car on the lead lap, but Tyler Ducharme is catching him. He only is a straightaway away.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, he's closing in. We're about 22 laps from halfway here.
Yep.
Makes 76 laps he's led. Marcus now 1.6 seconds back. Freddie D keeps taking a look. And look who's caught up to him. Femi Olat has caught up to these two. He's going to be a factor in this battle.
Oh, you can guarantee it he will be. I mean, him catching up the way he did right there like that, yeah, he's going to be a factor here for sure. Number 11 Chevrolet of Femi Olat.
You guys having a good time in chat. That's great. And Femi looking to the inside of Freddie.
Yeah.
Marcus sees this all going about, coming up behind him, and Marcus has kind of stepped it up a little bit there. Oh, Femi out of shape.
Yeah, Femi tried to dive it in there on Freddie, but he also saw Freddie trying to pass Bobby Cheney. And I think he seen it possibly one of those 3 wide, and he was like, nope, I'm going to back out of that before it gets any worse.
Now, Josh Robin did come to pit road, so he's got way fresher tires, and he's marching back up through here. He's about 3 laps down, though. But he's coming like a freight train here to get back onto the lead lap. Or, well, he won't be back on the lead lap, but trying to get one of his laps back, I should say.
Yeah.
Tyler Ducharme just ahead of him.
Oh, looks like Bobby Cheney's breaking off the pit road here. Yep.
All right. Well, some guys are they're not going to try to make it to the halfway mark. You can only slip and slide out here so long, and you just kind of get to the point where it's like, dude, I got to stop.
Yeah. Literally, that's really how it is out here.
Freddie D keeps looking like he's maybe going to try to make a move on Marcus here, but okay, now there he goes to the outside. Now this is the move I was talking about here, but he's unable to keep that fender up there beside Marcus. If he could get that fender up on the outside of Marcus and hold it there and kind of keep Marcus pinned down, but he can't. He's just too loose coming out. And he's going to lose that position. Femi Olat's going to drive by on the outside now.
Wow, yeah, it looked like Freddie was loose right there coming off of that
was.
corner. Yeah. And I also want to note something else too, Rudy. About 2 laps ago right there when you started mentioning about that battle right there.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got a caution.
We have a caution.
Oh, Ariotti.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Well, I don't see any damage on his car, but let's go back and take a look here.
Yeah, he's got some rear end damage. I believe Bobby Cheney got into him.
Whoops.
What it looks like I'm seeing, Rudy, Ariotti lost it on his own, and then Bobby Cheney was passing him on the outside. It looks like a tad bit of net coating between those two.
Yeah. Oh, he lost it going into the corner. Bobby. Yeah, Bobby just barely clipped the outside of him. I mean, barely clipped it.
Yeah. But it gave Ariotti enough damage. It's like a direct impact. So I'm thinking it must have been some net coating between those two.
Yeah, we're going to go back here. I want to ride along with Bobby Cheney real quick, and we find him. And let's just see how much. Let me go to the left front here. Just see. We'll go real slow here and see just how close of a call this was for Bobby Cheney. I mean, he sees it, locks up the brakes, tries to turn the wheel. Well, once the brakes are locked, you can't really turn it, and just barely touches Ariotti. Just a glancing blow off of there, and I don't even see any damage on Bobby Cheney's car.
No,
the one that got the damage was Ariotti.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, everybody coming off pit road. Looks like Tyler Ducharme will be the leader off of pit road. Marcus Richardson second. Tyler Sifford third. It must have been a 2-tire change for Tyler. No, he didn't. Oh, there he is. He's coming in now. He didn't come to pit road. Okay. Well, that puts Femi Olat in third. Freddie De La Rosa fourth. Nate Trito fifth. Ben Nelson sixth. As these guys get caught up here, Delonte Ballard will be seventh. Jake Nichols losing a position there off of pit road will be 8th. Ariotti 9th. And dang, excuse me. Yeah, all right. Tyler Sifford will be 9th and Ariotti 10th. The Tyler's coming back to pit. No, he's coming off pit road, excuse me. And Ariotti, he did stop, so he will be 10th. Last car on the lead lap, Ariotti. All right, well, we won't get a chance to get interviews in here, so we might as well just skip that idea because the lights are already out on the pace car. You know, pit stops go so quick here. Pace car's in already. Look at this. We're going back green already. Yeah. And some of the guys in the back haven't even caught up to the field yet.
Green flag, green
flag.
flag.
Green, green, green. Yeah, I think Ariotti hadn't even caught up to the field yet. Yeah, he's still on the back. He was still on the back stretch. Wow. Yeah, this is one of them tracks that you almost need to throw an extra caution lap in there, kind of delay the green, just so the field can get caught up. That's one of them tracks like that, you know. Well, Freddie D did get around Femi Olat on that restart, and now tries to run down Marcus Richardson. Everybody's got new tires. And, well, they're going to probably, most of these guys right now, I can tell you, what they're planning is they're probably planning on going the rest of the way without stopping. Because they can make it.
They can.
You know, with tires and fuel. All right, but the thing of it is saving those tires. I mean, you can see how much faster these guys are now than they were just a little while ago on them older tires.
Yeah.
I mean, we're hitting well over 120
yellow flag
miles an
is
hour.
out.
And we got another caution. James Coulibaly involved in it.
Tyler Sifford as well.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, well, it happened right ahead of Sifford. Sifford's coming up on James Coulibaly. Coulibaly out of shape right there. Let Sifford go by on the outside. Then he comes up and tags him. Ow! Yeah, Coulibaly hit Sifford. All right, well. All right, they get it back going. Freddie De La Rosa ducks onto pit road. Something he's not liking there.
I believe this time by we'll probably see the pace cars lights turn out and they'll be regrouping to go back green. Don't believe anybody pitted right there. Yeah, maybe they did, yeah, because I'm seeing less cars, so I think somebody did pit there. I was
They
wrong.
yeah, they still
I
got
thought
the delay of green there.
Yeah, I thought the lights were going to go out on the pace car this time, Bob, but they didn't, so.
I'm not sure what's going on, but Nicholas Cressel's still sitting on pit road.
Yeah, I see that.
Not sure. There he's
pulling away
away.
now.
Yeah, okay. He'll be the last car on the lead lap. If he gets caught up in time here. Okay, lights are out now.
Yes, they are. They're double filing back up, and they're ready to go back racing.
Get them going, Jeff.
Will do. All right, pace car heads back into pit road. There's the green flag. We're back underway here at Martinsville.
Green flag, green flag.
Tornado Tailgaters Gen 6 Series here for SRA, and that was a good restart there for Tyler Ducharme.
Sure was. And Femi Olat now got company here with Ben Nelson, but we'll hold off Ben. Holds on to third. I don't really know what happened to Freddie there, why he made that extra pit stop, but he come out okay. He's in fifth.
That didn't hurt him too bad. He's still
Yeah.
top 5. He's looking pretty strong right now, racing here with Benjamin Nelson.
He's got to run on the inside. Caught that curve just a little bit, but he's going to clear Ben Nelson. Ben's not going to race it up with him too awful hard there. Ben, 10th place in the points right now. 77 points behind the leader. That's only about 3 races. He could, close that gap up a little bit. Jake Nichols getting by Delonte Ballard on the outside. Back into 7th. Tyler Sifford and Ariotti David shut into the mix of things there. David 56 laps down. Freddie back into 4th. Now he's got them new tires. Let's see what he can do with Femi lap.
Exactly. Yeah, I think he's going to have a strong run here once he gets a good, kind of, I guess you could say, that was close right there. He about got into the back of Femi lap right there.
I seen that. Yeah.
I think he's going to kind of study Femi's line here a little bit, and he's going to try to make the right move on him when he can. And we'll see how it goes for him, but we know Freddie's got a fast car here tonight here at Martinsville, and I think he can do it.
Sure thing. Chemo, how you doing there, Chemo? You see what car's in the lead, don't you? He's clinched the most laps led tonight. He's got 104 laps led, so he's dominated so far. But now that it's the field's kind of evened up again here with everybody getting new tires, Marcus is right there with them. So's Femi and Freddie. But I'm going to tell you, Tyler's been on rails tonight. There is just no getting around it. He has just been running phenomenal here tonight.
Yeah, but since we've had these few cautions here, I was going to say, since we had these few cautions here, Marcus Richardson's been the one right now keeping tabs on him. But he had a little bit of a bobble right there, but he kind of revived back from it, got a reprieve here. He's looking to be back strong again, but he has got a little bit of a gap between him and Tyler Ducharme now, as we see Freddie D close up the gap on Femi as Femi tries to pass Marcus Richardson, but about gets into him there.
Yep.
Has to back out of it. That's going to let Freddie D get around him.
Yes, sir. Freddie back into 2nd, right where he wants to be. He just loves racing with Marcus Richardson. He lives for that. He told me, he said, man, I live to go out here and try to beat Marcus every single week.
Well, he's got a chance right now at the way he's been driving that race car tonight.
Yep. But the thing of it is he's got to do it quick, because the longer he goes, the more them tires are getting worn down and the harder it's going to be to try to make that pass work. And again, I really think that where you're going to have to probably try to get the pass on them is going to have to be on the outside. Now, I know the drivers would probably say different. They would probably say, oh no, you got to pass on the inside. But looking at what I'm seeing here, it looks like the outside line is where the guys are getting the run off. And if you can get your nose on the outside of them and that driver can't go to the wall, okay, I think it could make a difference. But for you to get out there, it's a whole nother line, and the car's not as fast out there.
Yeah.
And Marcus taking a look to the inside of Tyler Ducharme. No dice that time. He's trying. He knows that, you don't want to wait too awful long. The laps are winding down here. We got 86 to go, and these guys are clicking them off quite fast. So you don't want to wait till it's like 5 to go and try to pass them, because once you get clear of them, he's got them. All right, Freddie now looking to the inside of Marcus. Contact between them two. Whoa, that wasn't good.
Wow. No, it wasn't. That's going to allow Femi to try to get a run on Marcus.
Yeah.
Marcus is going to fight back on the high side here pretty strongly. I don't know if Femi's going to be able to clear him or not. We'll see here.
Yeah, I think Marcus was too appreciative of that. That was a little roughhousing there by Freddie D. Sometimes, though, it's not the way you want to race, but sometimes a driver feels like if he thinks he's got a car that's faster than the guy he's riding behind, sometimes the only alternative you have is just to try to move the guy. You don't want to wreck him, but just kind of move him out of the way so you can get by. And I think, I'm not taking sides on it in any way whatsoever, but, I think maybe Freddie might have had that in mind, thinking that, well, I got a faster car than Marcus, and he's going to battle me right to the bitter end. Maybe if I just kind of tap him in the rear there and get him a little bit loose, I can get by. And I think that's what he did, Yeah. I mean, Marcus has been fast, and he was up there going to try to pass Tyler Ducharme for the lead. But, man, a little roughhousing there by Freddie D, but it got him into 2nd.
And sometimes that's just the product of short track racing. That's what you have to do to try to pick up position. especially here at Martinsville. Really tough
Yep.
track to pass.
Well, Jake Nichols into 5th. So he's moving up. Probably going to be our points leader after tonight. He said he'd come over here. He wanted to try to win the Gen 6 series and the Truck series. Well, Truck series he's not doing quite as good in, but this Gen 6 series he's doing quite well. So since he got by Ben Nelson, he's kind of pulled away a little bit there. And I'll tell you, the driver that has been running really excellent here tonight is Nate Trito. He's got a little damage on his car, but he started 3rd, running in 7th, and he's been strong all day. Just to keep this car in the top 10 says a lot about his driving.
Yeah, and for the first half of the race, before those cautions started coming out there, he was running around the top 5. So,
yeah.
I mean, it's been a great night for him here so far, and hopefully he can get a little bit of a reprieve here, and maybe he can get back up there in the top 5.
Delonte Ballard in 8th. Tyler Sifford 9th. He's having a pretty good night. Ariotti's car just about stepped out on him there. He got really out of shape. And these guys already starting to feel that tire fall off. Nicholas Kressel, last one on the lead lap. Riding behind some lap traffic back here. Ethan Kurtz, Bobby Cheney, these guys lap down. Back up front, Freddie has closed the gap on Tyler, but again, we're coming down to the same scenario that he just had with Marcus Richardson, and it's not something that you want to do. You don't want to move a guy, but if it comes to a battle like this and you're going for the checkered flag, sometimes the only alternative you have is just to move the guy out of the way and take that lead. But you don't want to race that way. That's just not respectful.
Yeah.
Tyler's been out there. What now? He's he's led 121 laps. So if you get up there, sure you want to take the win away from him, but wrecking him, you don't want to do it that way.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know that, Chemo. And Tyler he's doing quite well here tonight. Mark is still hanging on to 3rd, led a couple laps. He's 4th in the points. So this might not be a good night for him to pull out a win, but still a top 5 finish is going to be good for the points. Because the points are going to change a lot after this week. With Bobby Zielinski not here, Marcus and Tyler Ducharme winning, that's probably going to really jump him up in the points.
Yeah.
He's 5th in points. He'll probably go to like about 3rd or 4th, something like that.
I believe so. I think that's about right.
Yep. Oh, he's going to get the bonus points for the most laps led. So there's, I'm not sure exactly how many points they give for that, but Ballard and Ariotti at it. Ariotti's going to clear Ballard and get by him, goes into 8th place. He's battling with the lap car there, David Schutt. Schutt 56 laps down. Not much sense in him battling with Ariotti. And Ari does clear David Schutt. A little on the squirrely side there coming out of turn 4. And Marcus is about a half a second behind Freddie D, and he's really been struggling to catch back up to him. And Femiolat, everything he's tried the high side, the low side, everything to get around Marcus. Doesn't look like he's got the car to get around Marcus.
Doesn't really, no. I mean, Femi's trying, but just doesn't seem like he can really get a grip on what he needs to do to get around Marcus. But as we said before, this is a hard track to pass. Marcus is a great race car driver, but Femi don't get me wrong, everybody here is. But I'm just saying, sometimes if there's a track that's hard to pass, and with the talent Marcus has, it's going to be a real tough challenge to get around him.
Sure thing, yes. Leader coming up on James Coulibaly, lap traffic, and he takes it to the bottom. Wow, Freddie just drove it into the corner real hard right there.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of discipline to drive these cars as good as these guys do, man, I'm telling you.
It really does, yeah.
I mean, you know, you want to drive them so much harder than you really can, you know, I mean, sometimes it can be frustrating, you know, when you're out of that throttle going around the corner, and, you know, you can see the guy up ahead of you pulling away from you because he's coming off the corner, and then you come off the corner and you're not up to speed, and he is, and it just gets so frustrating sometimes, you know.
It does, yeah. I completely agree with you 100% on that one, so.
Back from Tyler Ducharme, back to second place, Freddie D. That's what 1 second looks like. 1 second back to Freddie D. Now let's see, Marcus coming up on James Coulibaly. Let's see how he manages to get around him. Good and clean. Coulibaly gets out of the way. Femi Olat side. Whoa! Femi gets hooked by James Coulibaly.
Caution.
Oh my gosh, no way that just happened.
It did.
Well, let's go back and take a look at it here. What a strong run for Femi like that, man. I hate that for him. We'll see here in just a second. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Marcus gets around Coulibaly. And this is right here's where I'm going to go to a different camera view here because I want to see exactly what happens here when okay, Femi took it. He took it really wide coming out of the corner, and Coulibaly was up against the fence. There was no more room for Coulibaly to go, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I'm looking at this here too.
Wow.
Now, we're just the commentators, folks.
Yeah.
But my eyes here, it kind of looks like either that Femi just had to run the car wide and got kind of tight, and James was just there, or Femi might have thought he was clear.
Yeah.
That one's kind of hard to kind of, understand, but man, that's a tough break for both those guys anyway.
Yep. Well, Nicholas Kressel just led a lap. He stayed out there long enough to lead a lap. But Tyler Ducharme coming off pit road does take the lead back. Freddie D second off of pit road. Marcus Richardson third. Jake Nichols fourth. Nate Trito fifth. Ben Nelson sixth. Ariotti seventh. Delonte Ballard eighth. Tyler Sifford ninth. And Femi Olat now 10th. But it looks like he's coming back into pit road. He's going to try to get more damage fixed up under caution. He's got a little bit of right side damage where he actually got hit there, but the car really does not look that bad. I mean, for everything that the damage it would have would be all pretty much cosmetic. Nothing aerodynamic even matters out here tonight. It's just how the car is going to drive.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we've got time here, I guess, real quick. Let's see if we can't get... Man, guys are spread out everywhere. How about we talk to... Let's talk to Tyler Ducharme real quick here. So, Tyler Ducharme, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Wow, Tyler, what a performance that you've had here tonight, leading 138 laps. This is pretty amazing, brother. I mean, it's a dominating performance.
Yeah, man. Hopefully we keep it going, but we're going to go back green.
Okay, all right, I'll let you go then. But good luck out there, brother. All right, here we go. That's what I mean. You don't get a chance to even talk to him. Green, green, green.
Yeah.
Green flag, green flag.
Freddie D, Marcus Richardson. Marcus to the inside. That's a good battle for second. Marcus has got them new tires now and trying to make a reprieve here on Freddie. Kind of rolls reversed right now, but Marcus is not like that. He's not going to get into the side of anybody. He backs off enough there, but Freddie D's going to hold on to second right now.
There's a new car up front with these guys. Jake Nichols, he's up here now looking to get into the picture here now.
Yep, Marcus almost give Freddie a little shot in the back there. And I'm here. Don't forget me, I'm here. Yep, pretty good racing. Boy, I'll tell you what, it is excellent, really good stuff. Take a look at the cautions that we've had here tonight. 3 cautions tonight for 11 laps, folks. And we have 54 to go, coming to 53 to go. 5 lead changes. We've just had a couple of cars that have actually only led 1 lap out there. Jake Nichols led a lap. Marcus Richardson's led a couple of laps. Freddie D has not led any laps yet, running in second. And Tyler leading 143 dominating laps here tonight. This is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it is. Now, but the question is here, Rudy, Marcus Richardson, does he have anything in store for these guys into this race? I mean, we usually see him as the one that's in the dominating performance spot, but tonight it just seems like it hasn't really been his night here, as he's been kind of just running around second to third. But
yeah.
But he does have a strong race car, so I'm just waiting to see if he maybe has something in store for Tyler and Freddie here.
Well, I think these guys are really going to be glad to get away from this paperclip racetrack here tonight. I'm not sure. Where do they go to next week? Do you know?
Yes, sir. The Daytona Road Course.
Oh, yes. Road course. Yeah. Oh, that's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait for that.
They're running the old 24 hours of Daytona Road Course, and it's going to be a night race, I'm understanding.
Oh,
so
my.
That'll be interesting.
Well, Tyler gets around Coulibaly. Coulibaly goes another lap down. He stays way up high, lets all the leaders go by. Jake Nichols with him now, not wanting to get together with him.
Not at all.
Nate Trito gets by. Ben Nelson coming up on him for lap. Wants to get by the lap traffic. Coulibaly stays high. Ariotti follows Ben Nelson. Ari up to 7th after starting 9th and working his way closer to the front here, coming down to the end of the race. We are in the last quarter of the race here, folks.
Yep,
Less than 50.
laps to go.
Yep, 47 to go. And again, Tyler Ducharme pulling away by over a second from Freddie D. And Marcus, look at this. Marcus just drove it into the corner real hard. He's under pressure now. Jake Nichols has given Marcus a lot of pressure. And yeah, I think we're going to see a pass here. Marcus is going to pass Freddie. I can see it working up to it. Freddie's pushing so hard right now. He's pushing that car to the limits, and I see him a little wiggle now and then coming out of the corners. Well, I have a feeling Marcus will get by Freddie. But getting up there to the leader, Tyler Ducharme, nobody's been able to do much with Tyler today. And Jake just took a look in the inside of Marcus Richardson, kind of testing the waters there, see what it's going to take to get by Marcus. And I think he just found out it's going to take a lot more than what he just tried to give right there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Here he goes again, taking a look. And It's going to take a lot of traction to get by. I'm really finding it kind of odd, though, that somebody hasn't really tried it on that outside like I was talking about. I mean, I don't know if it would work or not. I'm just saying. Oh, Marcus gets into Josh Robin.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, and Freddie D, too. Oh, no. Let's go see what happened here. Oh, my. That.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh bounced off the wall there. That's all I seen. So let me see here. Because Freddie D got caught up into that, too. Okay, so he's coming up on Josh Robin here. He takes to the inside. Josh is on the outside. Now, Josh gets into the outside wall right there. And he does come over into Freddie D, and that just upset Freddie's car. He goes around in front of traffic. Marcus got a piece of that too. Freddie can't steer out of it, sideways in front of traffic, and that brings out the caution, folks. Good night. That's horrible news right there for Freddie D.
Yeah, and Marcus Richardson, because they both now have damage. But then again, it's a short track, and we know a lot of cars always have damage here toward the end, and damage really isn't a factor here unless you got the toe knocked out of the car. And it is a possibility that, you know, Freddie could have done that with the way he hit the wall head on, but we'll have to see as the race plays through. Well,
he's going to go a lap down here. He's coming to pit road, but well, I don't know. Maybe not now, because the leader is coming to pit road too, Nicholas Caressel. So he may be all right. I don't know. We'll see. He's not going to want to get any of that damage fixed. He's going to want to do a 4-tire change and get the heck off of pit road just as fast as he can possibly do it. Yeah, he is going to go a lap down. Oh, man. And Marcus Richardson is our new leader.
Yep.
Yeah. Looks like a 2-tire change for Marcus.
Not a bad call at this stage of the race.
Oh, heck no. No way. I would have done it too. I think, especially knowing, I mean, that little bit of damage he got on the right front's really kind of immaterial. But looking at, the chance that he was never going to be able to get up there with Tyler and pass him. Now, if he can hold Tyler off for these last, what do we got, 38 laps to go here?
Yeah.
If he can hold him off for 38 laps, then it was a good call. Two tires definitely was a good call.
Yeah. But he's also got to hold off Jake Nichols too. Jake Nichols has a pretty strong car here as well, and with him starting right behind him, there might be possibility for him to maybe try to pass as well.
Oh, sure. Yeah, this could be a really interesting restart here.
It very well could.
All right, here we go, folks. Pace car's about to dive in. We're about to find out just how good this 2-tire change is Marcus had. Watch for wheel spin. I don't think Marcus will do it, but here he goes. And he's going on the pace car. That's a good call, too. Oh, and a little tap there by Tyler.
Green flag.
Yeah. Kind of looked like Marcus Richardson checked up a little bit, maybe.
Well, he's only got 2 new tires. You got to think about that, and he's got to drive them corners a little bit different than a guy that just took 4 tires. So and especially until he gets a little heat buildup in him. And he's a little loose. He's going to he gets into the wall and Tyler gets by. That race ain't over yet. Marcus comes back on the outside, and he is really loose.
Wow.
Jake Nichols now racing with Marcus side by side.
This is some great racing right here.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah, we just see Marcus Richardson getting the wall a little bit. Tommy Bouchard kind of tapped him there when that happened and kind of did like a little bit of a intimidation move, like saying, I'm going to try to get around him here. This is the chance I've got to try to get back to the lead. And then he was getting loose, and now Jake Nichols got around him. So, man, tough break for Marcus Richardson.
And now he's got the hard charger of Nate Chirito coming up on him. And whether Nate can get by Marcus, I don't know. That remains to be seen. I think Marcus is, he's probably got a little bit of revengeful driving in his blood right now. He's probably not too awful happy with how all that went about, but then he's got to keep it in the back of his mind. He only did a 2-tire change, and he was a little squirrely out there coming out of the corner. And, you know, and Tyler's trying to get back to the lead. You know, I mean, you can't really blame Tyler for anything that he did, you know, but Ben Nelson now looking to the inside of Nate Trito. And Delonte Ballard, 6th. He's come back up through the field here quite nicely, so it wasn't looking too good for him there for a little while.
It looks like Freddie D's coming back to pit road.
Oh no. I don't know what's going on. He's probably got a little bit too much damage there to continue. That's horrible, man. I think Freddie might have had a chance. Well, at least he was going to get a top 3 out of it. You know, he may not have won the race or finished second, but he was going to get a top 3 out of it. There's no doubt. That's too bad. But things like that do happen, man. That's a product of racing.
It is.
Jake Nichols looks like he's got a really clean car. I don't think he's been into anybody or anything. Poor Marcus, he's been like a ping pong ball out here today. I think everybody out there on the tracks hit him at one time or another. Golly, man. If he comes out of here with a 3rd place finish tonight, that says a lot right there, man. I'm telling you.
Does.
That's,
I mean, now, he's got Nate Trito and Benjamin Nelson is racing hard behind him. If these guys keep racing the way they do, that will allow Marcus to pull away a little bit. But, man, I am seeing them race, and they're kind of keeping the distance with Marcus.
Yeah, look at this. Nate just passed Ben. Now Ben's back around Nate, or trying to get back around Nate.
Yeah.
And Nate's going to hold him off at the line.
Man, those two are racing hard.
Sure are. They're both going to be top 5 here, but, you know, hey, one position means a lot. You know, Ben's, they're both into points. Let's see, Ben is 10th in points, and Nate is, 16th in points.
Yeah.
So, both into points. And Marcus is, he's working pretty hard right now just to stay ahead of them and stay on the podium here. Jake Nichols now 1.3 seconds behind our leader, Tyler Ducharme. Want to stay on this battle here. Nate Trito's staying right with Marcus, pretty heavy. Well, I'd say there'd be where I'd say there's a pretty good chance of Tyler Ducharme winning it. The battle's going to be here for 3rd to make it to the podium. I'm not sure if Nate Trito's got anything for Marcus. Marcus has got a lot of heavy damage on that car, but he's still relatively fast, and he is ahead of Nate right now, and it's so hard to pass here. So there's a pretty good chance that Marcus will be able to hold him off. Now I see he's changed his line a little bit there. And looking for some grip maybe about mid-turn instead of right down on the bottom. So they're probably right on the edge of that concrete. Probably a little more grip right there than there is down on the bottom. Oh, Nate taking a look to the inside again. He may have something going here. Nope, not able to do it.
Yeah, I think he's just testing the waters, kind of testing the track surface and everything, seeing what can be done, and see what he thinks it can possibly be done. Right now, it's like he's struggling to just go around.
Yep. Comes up beside him again here, and Marcus gets that huge run off of the corner, and Nate's just unable to get by him, but he's not going to give up.
No, he definitely is not giving up. Wow, he's getting the best run he's had so far in Marcus.
Oh, man.
This run right here. He might have it going into turn 1.
I'll tell you what, this is looking pretty good.
Don't know. Looks like Marcus Richardson, though, still has a little bit of oomph on the outside. But, ooh, they're side by side now, coming down the back straightaway. What's going to happen going into 3 and 4?
How long can they keep this up before Ben Nelson says, you know, you guys are wearing your tires out? You know that, right?
Yeah, exactly. They have to be wearing their tires down, just racing like this on these concrete patches here through the corners. I mean, the concrete's probably wearing the tires more than the asphalt.
Sure.
So I'm just saying right now, these guys are really going at it tooth and nail here. None of them's giving up.
And Marcus was a little loose going into the corner right there. Seen, and Nate got a little bit of a run, but Marcus come right back on the outside. He's getting those great runs off the corners, and that's what's really hurting Nate Trito right now.
Yeah.
That's why I said I thought, you know, on new tires, I would have thought that maybe that outside line might have been a little bit better because you can kind of pinch the guy down a little bit, so to speak, you know, not really like get into him, but stay down there close to him where he can't get off of the corner as good as the high side can. Boy, Nate got a huge run there. I'm telling you what, I got to give it up to Nate. If you're battling that hard with Marcus Richardson, man, I'll tell you, you and your pit crew have done something right tonight.
Yeah. Or just the driver himself racing the way he is right now on the racetrack. Wow,
yes.
This is an amazing run for Nate right now, racing the way he is with Marcus Richardson. Oh, Marcus got a little bit of a bobble right there. They also kind of got Nate's car a little out of shape, and Nate's going to go at it again, but man, these two just not giving up.
I know it. And Ben Nelson's sitting there with a bird's eye view of this. He's got a front row seat.
Yeah.
And he might just follow Nate Trito here. Maybe he might give him a little bump in the corner or something to try to help him, give him a shot out ahead of Marcus. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Marcus is driving the wheels off of that car right now. Nate did get a pretty good run that time off the corner.
Yeah, he did. But Marcus is still there. Marcus isn't giving up. He's still on the high side, still beside him.
14 to go, folks. Can they keep this up for another 14 laps? Nate out of shape.
Yeah, Nate got a little bit out of shape right there. He's still a little bit out of shape coming through the corner. That's going to allow Marcus Richardson to stay on him right here, keep his ground. That's not what Nate needed right there. Nate needed to get his foot back in the throttle a little bit better than what he did there. That's going to allow Marcus Richardson to just get on him here and possibly stay ahead.
I'll tell you what, this has got to be the best battle all night right here. This is, without a doubt, the best battle all night.
Yeah, these guys have been like this for the past 7 laps.
Yeah, something like that, 7 or 8 laps. And Nate, he's coming back again. He's going to try it one more time. He's not even giving his tires a chance to cool off. He's just going to stay right with it.
I mean,
he wants that podium.
Yeah, and to be honest, Rudy, the position he's in right now and the point of the race we're in, he's got to go for it. I mean, he can't really conserve his tires too well here because he knows if he just lets up a teensy little bit or makes one little itty-bitty mistake, Marcus has got him. But it looks like he's going to kind of back off here and give Marcus that position back.
Here comes Ariotti into the picture now. So now we got a 4-car battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yeah, back up front, Tyler Bouchard's just checked out. He's got a 1.8 second lead over Jake Nichols.
Yep, Jake's clear sailing for both of those. I want to stay on this battle here because, boy, I'll tell you what, this has been the best battle all night right here between Marcus Richardson and Nate Trito. And I think Nate kind of backed off a little to cool his tires off because I'll tell you what, he had to have got those tires super hot.
Oh, he had to.
Yeah, we might see another attempt here in probably in the next 4 or 5 laps. We'll see another attempt maybe if he didn't burn them up.
Yeah, and there's less than 10 laps to go now, so he's got to go for it here. This is the make or break moment.
And if you notice, Marcus has changed up his line a little bit too there and trying to keep it down on the bottom, not letting Nate get that nose up under him now. A little defensive drive in there by Marcus Richardson.
Yeah, that's what he has to do. Marcus Richardson has to be on the defense, and Nate Trito has to be on the aggressive side, you know. I mean, that's just how the racing is here at Martinsville. We'll see if Trito can really dive it in there again and try to get it around Marcus Richardson for this race is over, but he's run out of time coming to the line this time by. They'll only have 6 laps to go.
Yeah, if he's going to make any move on Marcus, he better get it together right away here because laps are winding down. 6 to go, folks. And again, up to the leader here, Tyler Ducharme. He is checked out on the field now, 2.3 seconds ahead of second place Jake Nichols. And Tyler has led at the line here 186 laps out of the
Wow.
Out of the 195 they ran tonight. That's pretty wild.
That is.
That's just absolutely domination here tonight. There ain't no doubt about it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of Marcus Richardson racing that we usually always see.
Yeah, and he's only led 2 to 3 laps tonight, so that's kind of unusual for him.
Oh, Marcus has led 6.
6, okay.
Yep.
Still, that's kind of unusual for him. I still figure him leading more, but
Sure thing. But he's going to come out of here with a podium. It doesn't look like. I think Nate really kind of burned his tires up there trying to get around Marcus. And now Marcus is protecting that bottom to not let Nate get up there again. But Nate's closed up again on that rear. I don't know. He might attempt something here. He's got 3 laps to go. These 4 right here, just, man, I'll tell you what, this is some good racing between all 4 of these. Ben Nelson really working on trying to hold off Ariotti for that top 5. Ari 6. 2 to go. White flag next time by for Tyler Ducharme. He will lead 191 laps here tonight out of the 200. Unbelievable. I'm telling you what an impressive job by Tyler Ducharme, bringing it home for the Somewhere Saloon on his sponsor on the car. And last lap for Tyler Ducharme to bring home the win here. Congratulations to Tyler Ducharme.
Jake Nichols will get 2nd and Marcus Richardson 3rd.
All right, very good. All right, we'll get these guys down here, folks. Give us a minute, and we'll get the guys down here to talk to them. All right, we got Tyler Ducharme in the booth with us. Tyler, congratulations, man. What a dominating run for you today.
Yeah, man, what a run for this Summer Saloon Chevy SS, man. It's just, it's unbelievable. I know this was our best chance to get a win this season, and believe it or not, I called it last night. I said I was going to win, so, you know.
Yes, you did.
Write that one right down in the record book.
Yes, you did.
I can't believe it, man. We beat Marcus.
I know it.
All race, and that's probably one of my most dominating wins ever, and you know, it's awesome, especially with Summer Saloon on the car. I just can't thank them enough for coming on this season and doing all they've been doing for us here at Sim Racing Authority and sponsoring me and Josh and the trucks. You know, this is pretty redeeming after last week, after embarrassing myself down the back stretch at Homestead. So just what a way to come back and what a way to win, dominating fashion.
Well, Kimo said that everyone at the bar is watching the race, and he said they are happy and proud to have you in the Gen 6, you know, as their Gen 6 driver. So he said congratulations to you, man.
It means a lot.
Yes, sir. Well, tell me about the racing out there. I know you probably didn't get a chance to do a whole lot of racing around with you leading all them laps, but you did get in some battles there.
Yeah, you know, when we had the race Marcus there at the beginning, he was really good on the outside, and I knew if we had to get in front of him there, and he put up a hell of a battle on the top, and I knew I had to get clear of him, because the top here can't prevail. It's pretty good on the beginning of a run, so once we got clear of him, I knew I just had to set my own pace and save my tires to a point, and after that, there really wasn't any, nobody really got to me. I was kind of scared about Freddie there with about 50, 60 to go. He'd put tires on, he was coming to the front, and I was kind of nervous. But after about 30 laps, we equaled out. So other than that, it was pretty much smooth sailing, which, for a Martinsville race, it's not normal. It's not normal at all, so I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Heck yeah, man. Well, you come into tonight 5th in the points. This should really kind of bump you up there. I'm just going to guess and say maybe around 3rd, somewhere along there in the points. You beat Marcus, but Bobby Zielinski was not here tonight, so that's going to change up the points a little bit. So you might be 3rd or 4th in the points next week. And next week you go to a road course, Daytona road course. What do you think about that?
Well, I've got a lot of experience around that place. I ran thousands of laps, in the 24-hour races there, and I think we got a good shot. We won the 24 race this year, so
awesome.
They drive kind of similar, so hopefully we got a shot. Zelensky's going to be there, so he's kind of the road course ringer here, so if we can dethrone him next week, that'd be something. That'd be more special than this win tonight. I'll tell you that right now.
Really? Beating Marcus tonight?
I mean, beating Marcus is cool, but beating Zelensky at a road course is nearly impossible. So
yeah.
Him and Freddie are the two gods at road courses here. So it should be pretty cool.
All right. Well, anybody you want to thank before you get out of here?
Obviously, I got to thank Summer Saloon for coming on board and doing all that they've done this season. Everyone at the bar that watches us every week and supports us, and Sim Racing Authority for putting on a hell of a show again tonight, and you guys for putting on the broadcast. Matt Simpson for all his support, and I think that's about it.
All right, and Chemo said you're very welcome. So
yeah, thanks, Chemo.
They're really glad to have you on a sponsor on your car. So.
Oh, I gotta say one thing. It's showtime, boys.
Showtime! All right, Mark or Tyler, go celebrate, brother, and I'll probably be up a little bit here and congratulate you again. But congratulations, and we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, you got second?
Yep, Jake Nichols, you got a copy.
Yes, I do.
Well, Jake, tell us about that run that you had out there tonight. You started 7th, and you was able to get up there and start racing with Marcus Richardson and the guys. And on that final restart there, you got up there and you finished 2nd tonight. So tell us about it, and how were the track conditions out there?
Track conditions were crazy. We haven't had the opportunity to race or do anything for the last week. Computer pretty much died. And I had a feeling about today. Martinsville is my favorite track to race at, and I just couldn't miss it. And it worked. Got in here about 20 minutes before the race started, and it was pretty fun. Martinsville is always crazy, especially with how out of control we are. Like, it'd be so tight on entry to center, and then you'd just be skating on exit. It was hard to really get away from that. There was a few runs where I got it just right, but when we needed it the most, we couldn't get the car under our tires there.
Yeah, well, Jake, tell us what it was, like racing up there, and what you needed to get back up to Tyler and try to go for that W.
I don't know. It's gonna be difficult. He was on rails all night. He was digging. I think if I could have ran the run I had the prior 2 runs before the final one there, we were really good. Probably the best I was all night. It took me about 130 laps to figure it out. Just that last run, we had to pass Marcus there, and after that, I just couldn't get it to grip like I could before, so we were just trying to hang on and trying to get away from everyone behind us to just get a second. I was really happy about that. Just be racing tonight, I'm happy enough for that, so to get second in the return here is pretty cool. Oh, really?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, I think you should, because Bobby Zielinski wasn't here tonight. And you were behind him in points, so yeah. But with that being said, there, Jake, coming into tonight's race here at Martinsville, next week you guys will go to the Daytona Road Course for some road course night racing. What's your thoughts on that? Coming from a short track, going to a track that real life NASCAR has never experienced, but experienced it on iRacing.
It ought to be pretty cool. I love going to the Daytona Road Course for the 24-hour race, so going there with the NASCAR stock cars here, it's gonna be insane, especially at the nighttime. You got to really be on your marks and not miss corners, especially in the infield. Once we get to the oval, it's just not missing that bus stop on the back stretch of the oval and the front stretch. You're going to see probably a lot of guys lock up the tires and potentially miss those corners quite a bit. So it's really just staying consistent and not wrecking.
Exactly. Well, Jake, you said that you had, seat time in the 24 hours of Daytona in a road course style car, and you said you might see some drivers locking up brakes. We know that insurance, even in a GT or a DP style car for those 24-hour races or any other style of GT racing or DP racing at Daytona road course, we always know that first turn coming off the tri-oval there and that first turn into that bus stop are always treacherous corners. But compared from a stock car to a GT or DP car, how do you think those two corners are going to fare on entry?
I think it's going to be crazy. For me, I've always had the same kind of marks for braking, and definitely with these cars, I'm going to have to back that up. I don't think having the same braking points with the Gen 6 car next week, I think I'll miss the corner just about every time. Who knows? I haven't tested it, so we might have a lot more grip than I think, but just comparing to tonight, with the grip level we had tonight, I think you're really going to have to back it up and be smart about corners. So trying to pass on those are going to be extra crazy with just people trying to dive it in and hope they don't miss the corner.
Well, maybe you can take some Martinsville corner entry lessons to those turns over there next week at Daytona Road. But once again, Jake, congratulations on your second place finish here tonight at Martinsville. Do you have anybody that you would like to give thanks or shout to before you go celebrate?
Yep, the Sim Speed Shop for being on board here tonight. Everyone at Sim Racing Authority for putting these races on. It's the blast for sure, and you guys at MaxSpeedTV and everyone that tunes in can't do it without the fans, so thanks.
All right, Jake. Well, congratulations on second place finish tonight here at Martinsville. Good job. Go celebrate, and good luck next week at Daytona Road.
Thank you.
All right, Rudy, you got third?
I do. Marcus Richardson, do you have a copy?
Yeah.
Well, congrats on third. I mean, it was looking a little bleak there for a while after that incident there with Freddie D and a couple other guys. But can you tell us exactly what all transpired there?
Which time?
The one where you got all the damage?
There was a car like 3 or 4 laps down, and they just ran into the wall.
Bounced off the wall, and you got collected into that.
There wasn't nowhere to go there. Thinking,
yeah.
You're not really expecting that, so yeah.
Well, what did you think of that dominating performance? I mean, we're used to seeing you up in the front, and that dominating performance by Tyler Ducharme tonight, wow, that was an amazing run. You did get up there and lead 6 laps tonight, but he just seemed like he was on rails tonight.
I'm not very good here, so I wasn't really expecting to win the race or run top 3 probably, but when he ran the bottom, when he was forced to run the bottom, I think I was better than him. But when it changed was when he could go to the top and I couldn't run the top of the track. It was too tight for me to do it. So every run he'd pull out because he would restart, and then I'd run him down because he was forced to run on the bottom. And then the second he'd move up, he'd pull away, and I couldn't do it. It just wouldn't turn up there for me. Don't really know what else I could have done, really, except take 4 tires at the end, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. I wish he would have had a little more patience instead of running me over, though, but we'll
yeah.
We'll hold that one in our bank for later.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, we seen you took 2 tires, and you kind of gingerly took off on that start there to make sure you didn't get tire spin or anything. And it didn't take long, for that to kind of, you kind of couldn't drive it into the corner like the guys could with the 4 tires. Once you got a little heat in them, were they any better? Did they kind of equalize out?
No, it was garbage the whole time. The only reason I think is just they started falling off on the longer run, and I was just keeping my pace. I was surprised my Toyota engine even made it since I was at like 287 and 288 on the oil with all the damage that I had.
Wow.
For the last 30 laps, but she held on.
Wow. Well, good car. All right. Well, Marcus, anybody you want to thank for tonight's 3rd place finish?
Shout out to Nate Trito for the clean race in there at the end for like 30 laps. That was a lot of fun. And,
that was.
Thought he had me a couple times and I think he spun the tire just a little too much and burned it up. But shout out to you for broadcasting it, everybody at Richmond Raceway and Dynamic Autosports, and I will see you whenever I race next. I'm not racing next week. I don't race stock cars on non-stock car tracks, so I won't be here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, I meant to ask you about that battle there with Nate Trito. That was amazing, man. That was the best battle all night long on the track. That was amazing. You guys did that for like, I don't know, 9 or 10 laps, I think. And
it was a lot longer than that. It was about 30.
But anyhow, it was great racing, man. I'll tell you what, that was amazing. You guys side by side like that. That's the kind of racing I like to see, you know. And in a track like this where, you know, it's so difficult, and I kept thinking that if somebody tried it on the outside, you know, I'm going to kind of ask you about this. If somebody would have tried that on the outside and kind of kept the guy pinned down on the bottom a little bit coming out of the corner, you don't think the outside would have been better to pass?
The outside was better to pass if you can get there. That's just the problem of getting there, because since I was leading, I knew when I knew Freddie was behind me, I knew he wanted to try and get to my outside, but yeah, I can easily just block that by taking a big arc into the corner, so he can't drive it in to get to my outside.
Okay.
So I think Freddie was faster than me a lot of the race, but I know how to make people not be able to pass me, so the only way he was going to get by me is just knock me out of the way, which he eventually did, and then that's the only reason he was able to get by me, because I don't think he would have got by me otherwise.
Yeah, we were watching that, and it was, you know, it kind of, you know, I even said when we were broadcasting, we were commentating, you probably heard it because I know you listened to the broadcast, but it kind of looked like, you know, that he might have thought that he was faster than you, and he kept trying to get by you, and eventually it just looked like he just like decided to move you, you know. And I mean, it's a shame, and you know that it comes down to where you have to race like that. But when you're at a paperclip track like this, sometimes you just have to do things like that, you know, to get that. But as it all worked out, though, you still come out of here third place, Marcus, and probably, I don't know for sure, might jump you up one position in points. That might put you in third.
I am third. But
are you? Awesome.
I don't think I'm not racing for the championship, so
yeah. Okay.
Actually, I don't know. Even if I decided to, I don't think I could, because I think I've missed too many races.
Yeah, well, you're going to miss next week too, so whatever you gained this week, you're going to lose next week.
Yeah. So we'll see. If I'm eligible, I might run. If not,
okay.
I will.
All right, brother. Well, thanks for talking with us, and again, congratulations on third.
Yep, thanks.
All right, let's get back up here. Run down through the final results. All right, Tyler Ducharme coming home with the win. Jake Nichols finishing second. Marcus Richardson third. Nate Trito. What a battle between him and Marcus that was. Golly, man, that was a heck of a battle. Finishes fourth. Benjamin Nelson in fifth. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, anyhow. Ariotti finishing sixth. Femio Lat seventh. Delonte Ballard eighth. Tyler Sifford ninth. And Nicholas Kressel rounds out the top 10.
Yep, we got Ethan Kurtz will finish in 11th place tonight. Bobby Chaney will finish 12th, last car on the lead lap. Sean Williams will finish in 13th place, the first car one lap down. James Coulibaly will finish in 14th. Freddie De La Rosa, after having that just terrible incident there with, I think it was Josh Robin and Marcus Richardson, that put an end to his night sailing after having such a strong run starting in the top 5. He'll finish in 15th position. Josh Robin will finish 16th, and David Shutt originally didn't really get started to the race, but he was able to get in and he was about 56 laps down. Yeah, he's 56 laps down, but he was able to get into the race and actually get it started and get some points there for his point effort, and that was great to see. But so he'll round out the field finishing 17th, and Anthony DiMaggio and Jared Darling did not start this race.
All right, very good. All right, folks, well, that'll wrap it up for tonight. And a couple things there I did want to go over before we get out of here is our MaxSpeedTV sponsors, Sim Speed Shop. You can check them out at simspeedshop.com for all your sim racing needs. HomeNet for PC repairs. Thanks to them for being an official sponsor. Elite 7 Racing, another great sponsor that we have on board this season for MaxSpeedTV. And last but not least, Ohio IndyCar League, that have officially jumped on board as an official sponsor of MaxSpeedTV. So again, thank you all for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. Congratulations to Tyler Ducharme for SRA and MaxSpeedTV. We'll catch you next time. Be safe and have a good night.